Welcome to the channel. I teach CAT Computer Application Technology for grade 10 to 12, where we break down past exam papers so you can understand how questions are asked and how to answer them effectively. If you want to pass your exams with confidence, watch this video. We are still doing November 2021 question paper, and now we are moving on to question 2. Question 2 is still word processing. As you can see, I've divided my screen. On my left-hand side is my data file, and on my right-hand side is my question paper, so that it becomes easier for us to answer these questions. Question 2.1 says, change the font of a document titled UNESCO Marine Pollution to small caps, and it is out of 1 mark. So we're gonna go to our data file. This is the title that they're talking about. We're gonna select it. And then we are gonna go to Home tab. Inside font group, we're gonna click the launcher here. And then where it says effects, we're gonna go to small caps, and then we're gonna click OK. So that is how you create small caps. Question 2.2 says, format the headings of the document so that you can insert a table of contents below the heading table of content to appear as shown below. So what they're saying is the headings that are on the data files, we need to format them so that when we create a table of content, it will automatically appear like this. So we're gonna go to the heading called table of contents, just like what they're saying. And then I'm gonna insert the table of content. So to insert it, we're gonna go to the reference tab, and then inside table of content, I'm gonna click the arrow next to it. And then you see where it says automatic table, we're gonna click on it. Now we're gonna look at our table of content that we just created and look at the one on the question paper and see if it is aligned. As you can see, the heading marine pollution is not showing, which is this one. So we're just going to go on it, select the heading. And then we're going to go to Home tab, Style Group. Can you see the marine pollution is just a normal text. So we're going to change it to heading 1. As you can see, it looks like a heading 1. So we're going to click heading 1. Right. So in order for it to appear here on the table of content, we're just going to click on it. You see where it says update table. We're going to click on it. And then we're going to say update the entire table. And then we're going to click OK. As you can see, all the headings are showing on the table of content. Question 2.5 says remove the hyperlink. Oh, we're on question 2.3 says remove the automatic hyphenation from the document. So they say from the document. So what is hyphenation? Hyphenation is a page layout rule affecting how words split across the line. So to remove the hyphenation, we're going to go to our layout tab, and then inside our page setup group, you see where it says hyphenation, we click the arrow next to it. And then as you can see, it is selected as automatic. And then because now we need to remove the hyphenation, we're going to click none. That is how we remove the hyphenation. Question 2.4 says insert a caption to the picture under the heading, what is polluting our oceans? The caption text can be found in the picture's alternative text. So they have given us alternative text and we need to create a caption. So now we're going to go to what is polluting our oceans heading. This is the one. And then we're going to click on the picture. Just going to right click on it. And then we're just going to scroll down and see where it says view alt text. As you can see, this is the alternative text. We're just going to copy the text, and then we're gonna right click again to our image, and then you see where it says insert caption. We're gonna click on it, Then we're going to paste our caption here, and then we're going to say OK. So this is how we insert a caption. Question 2.5 says, remove the hyperlink on the picture by Chris. So we're just going to scroll and look for the image called by Chris. This is the image. And when we click on it, or when we put a cursor key on top of the image, as you can see, there's a link that is showing. So we need to remove it. We're going to right click on the image, and then you see where it says remove link. We're going to click on that. Some of you, it will say remove hyperlink. You just click on it, and then we're going to click remove. And then when we put the cursor key on top of the image, as you can see, nothing is showing, which means we have removed the link. Question 2.6 says, restore the picture below the heading, what can I do, to its original color. So we're going to look for the heading called what can I do. This is the one, and then they say we should restore it to its original color. As you can see, the picture is black and white. So when you click on the picture format tab will automatically show, and then we're going to click on it. And then you see where it says inside adjust group, you're going to click where it says color. And then we're just going to scroll down to picture color options. And then the format picture dialog box will open. And then you see where it says research. We're going to click on research, and then it's going to research to its original color. And then another option would be to right click on the image, and then you click format picture, and then you go to where it says picture, and then you just scroll down. You see where it says picture color. You also click reset, and then it's gonna reset to its original color. Question 2.7 says, find the text question 2.6 below the heading, what is IOC UNESCO doing? And replace the text question 2.6 with a cross-reference to the IOC UNESCO picture, and only display the page number. So we're going to go and look for the heading. And then they say we should replace this text with a page number. So a cross-reference allows you to link to another part of the same document, like a picture, heading, or a page number. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is we will select the text. And then we're going to go to insert group, rather insert tab. And then you see where it links group, we're going to click the arrow. Where it says cross-reference, we're going to click cross-reference. And then where it says a reference type, we're going to change it to a figure or image, whatever option you have. And then where it says insert reference to page number, because the question says it so. And then you see where it says for which caption. It shows a different caption name. So which means the image that they have told us to cross-reference with, it doesn't have a caption. So we're just going to cancel this, and then we're going to look for the image called IOC UNESCO and see if it has a caption. It looks like a caption, but let's just double check if it is an actual caption. We're just going to right click on the image, and then you see where it says insert caption. As you can see, it doesn't have a caption. So I'm going to close this, copy this name, right click on the image, insert caption, and then we're going to say OK. As you can see, our caption has been inserted. Just delete the one that they have, And then now we're going to go back to create our cross-reference, select the text, and then we're going to go to link group, cross-reference, and then the figure reference type is a figure, insert reference to a page number. As you can see now it is showing. We're going to select it and then we're going to say insert, and then we're going to close. As you can see, our cross-reference number has been allocated. Question 2.8 says, insert a footnote on the text UNIP found on the last page of the document as follows. So the footnote, we will set it to numbering format to ABC, and then set the footnote numbering to restart on every page. And then afterwards, we're going to add the footnote text environment program. I'm going to select the text and copy it. And then afterwards, we're going to go to and look for the word UNIP. And then towards the end of the word, I'm just going to put my cursor key there. And then afterwards, we're going to go to the reference tab. And then inside the footnote group, we're going to click the launcher arrow. And then the footnote and endnote dialog box will open. Now, the question says, set the footnote numbering format to ABC. So you see where it says format, number format, we're going to click the arrow and change it to the format that they have told us, ABC. Then they say set the footnote numbering to restart on every page. We're going to go to numbering, click the arrow and change to restart each page. And then we're going to insert the footnote. As you can see, our footnote has been inserted. And then they say add the footnote text environment program. And then because I have copied it, I'm just going to paste it here. So that is how we create the footnote. Question 2.9 says insert a field below the text. Insert here to display the number of words in the document. So to do that, we're going to go to the Insert tab. And then inside the text group, we're going to click on it. And then you see where it says Quick Parts. We're going to click the arrow on it. Because they say we need to insert a field, we click Field. But before that, we're going to be looking at the word insert here. As you can see, this is the word. And then they say insert the field below the text. Make sure that your cursor key is underneath the word insert here. And then the same routine, insert, text group, quick parts, and then the field. And then, because they say to display the number of words, we're just going to scroll inside the field names. We're going to look at the number of words. As you can see, num words, we're going to click on it and then we're going to click OK. As you can see, these are the number of words. Question 2.10 says, insert automatic page numbering in the footer of the document as follows. Use the tildes format. Ensure that the numbering does not appear on the cover page and table of contents page, and then ensure that the number 1 appears on the page after the table of content. And then we're going to ensure that the page numbering continues on all the pages that follows. So what they're saying is the cover page, which is this one, and the table of content does not need to have page numbering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cursor key towards the end of the paragraph in the table of content. And then I'm going to go to the layout tab. I'm going to create a break. I'm going to go to section break and then next page. The reason for this, it is because so that the numbering that we are going to be creating, it starts on this page after the table of content page. Then what I'll do is I will double click on the footer area on this page, and then this footer section will open, and then you see the tab of header and footer will automatically appear. And then inside the navigation group, I'm gonna click where it says link to previous page. Basically what it does is it cuts out the first page and the second page, which is our first page will be the cover page, and the second page will be the table of content. So it cuts that out completely. And then what we'll do is we're going to go to the header and footer group. You see where it says page number, we click on it, and then current position, I'm going to click on current position, and then we're going to look for the formatting that they have told us to use, which is tilts. We're going to click on it. And then as you can see, our numbering is 0. They're saying that we should ensure that the number 1 appears on the page, right? The first number will be number 1. So to change this, we're going to go to page numbering and then format page numbering. And then you see where it says start at, we're going to change it from 0 to 1. And then we're going to click OK. And then they say ensure that the page numbering continues on all pages that follows. Let's just see, this is page 1. And then this is 2. And this is 3. As you can see, it all continues to all the pages.